Hi, guys. So Nick Ferrari asked a question of Gavin Williamson about the vaccine, whether it was Brexit that allowed the UK to do this rollout, to carry out this rollout much faster than the European Union. And Gavin Williamson tries to answer the question, but tries also to dodge it. It's quite interesting. So let's hear what they had to say.
The fact that Britain is in the process of and has Brexited, did that mean we got the vaccination a world first ahead of the US and the EU? Yes or no, do you believe, Secretary of State?
Well, I just reckon we've got the very best people in this country, and we've obviously got the best medical regulators, much better than the French have, much better than the Belgians have, much better than the Americans have. That doesn't surprise me at all, because we're a much better country than every single one of them.
Wow, so some red meat to the Brexiteers. Yes, we are the best. It's like in America, USA. It doesn't actually mean anything. It's just we are the best. To hell with everyone else. Everyone else is inferior.
So it did help that we've Brexited finally, Secretary.
I think just being able to get on with things, delivering.
He's not delivering the answer that you want, Nick. Nick wants, yes, because of Brexit. Nick is so invested in Brexit that he wants, Brexit to deliver something.
And the brilliant people in our medical regulator making it happen means that people in this country are going to be the first ones in the Western world to get that Pfizer, or in the world to get that Pfizer vaccine. Real competitive advantage. But do you know who it's down to? It's down to those brilliant clinicians in the regulator who's made it happen so fast. So our thanks go out to them, because by doing what they've done, they're going to have saved lives.
If I don't...
Okay, so... he needed to, answer it in the Brexit way, the Brexiteer way. Yes, we are the best, but he didn't want to go too far because he knows the truth that it's not because of Brexit. Nick Ferrari obviously doesn't know. So let me read you this article it's a snippet from the BBC. It says here, the EU, through the European Medicines Agency, has yet to approve the coronavirus vaccine. But the idea that Brexit enabled the UK to press ahead and authorise one is not right. It was actually permitted under EU law, a point made by the head of the UK's medicines regulator on Wednesday. So Gavin Williamson is cheering on the UK medicines regulator. And at the same time, I don't know if he's really here saying the Brexit. Obviously he dodged the question. But Jacob Rees-Mogg and other Brexiteers, leading Brexiteers who should know better, well, obviously they do know, but they're pretending not to know, are pumping out the idea that, yes, it's because of Brexit we have succeeded. Look at how slow the European Union is reacting. The Europeans are ridiculous. They're rubbish. We are the true victors here. It goes on to say, under European law, a vaccine must be authorized by the EMA, but individual countries can use an emergency procedure that allows them to distribute a vaccine for temporary use in their domestic market. Now, this has always been the case. The European Union have rules, but they say, look, if there is an emergency, you can bypass those rules. In the same way when it came to borders. Most European countries have an open border with their neighbor. But during the pandemic, the European Union said, look, if you feel the need to close the border, you can do that. Brexiteers were saying it's impossible, but it was possible. Once again, Brexiteers criticize the European Union, but they don't actually understand it. Britain is still subject to those EU rules during the post-Brexit transition period, which runs until the end of the year. So Britain is still part of those rules, so it was able to do this. The UK's own medicines regulator, the MHRA, confirmed this in a statement last month. So we've known about this for a month. Senior Brexiteers know about this. Jacob Rees-Mogg, Boris Johnson, other Brexiteers at the top, they know about it. It's sort of understandable for, your average Joe on the street who's a Brexiteer, or someone on YouTube who's promoting this. They may not know about this. They should, if they are talking about Brexit. But these are things that are not new. Now, it's very problematic, to say the least, that there are senior Brexiteers and members of government lying to the public. because they know. Anyway, it goes on to say, and its chief executive, Dr. Jane Rain, said on Wednesday that we have been able to authorize the supply of this vaccine under provisions, using provisions under European law, which exist until the 1st of January. So once again, this is not a Brexit dividend. This has always been the case. So maybe someone needs to inform Nick Ferrari that this is not a benefit of Brexit. Let me know in the comment section, guys, what you think. As always, your comments are greatly appreciated. Thanks a lot.